notification on my phone, by the way.
WFO Twisted Tuesday ARCA Series live tonight. Charlotte Roval, a little bit of a late start here tonight. I'm joined by Vern Bradley up in the booth, and we've got Garrett Helmlinger on the pole. Burt Wilson on the outside, and they're going to take the green flag right here in the chicane. Green flag is out. We're live. Checker One Manufacturing. 55 laps, and we've already got contact going into one. Burt Wilson into the back of Garrett Helmlinger. 03, we've got a whole, it's clustered right here at the entrance of one.
I'm going to miss it all because I haven't got loaded back into the session yet.
We've got a big wreck right here at the entrance of one, and it funnel caked the entire field. 03,
wow.
Larry Dickerson involved.
And
Dylan
I'm pretty sure there's probably not full course cautions on either coup.
Yeah, it's just going to do it for the 77. I believe he's going to park it for the night. 31 all the way back here, Richard Holland. I think he got the second worst end of all of that. We got the 5 car, Dylan Blankenship. He fell back. They're about 7-8 seconds back from the leaders here. Let's take a look at what happened. This is all happening right here in turn 1. But you can see this camera angle, this whole field just stacks up right here in turn 1, and you can't go anywhere.
Well, you're right about that, and there's definitely not any brake lights in those cars, so a guy don't know where other guys' braking points at.
Unfortunate there that happened, but some of these guys will recover and some won't. I believe the 77 put it behind the wall for the night.
Man, that definitely stacked that field up.
Let's go back up front to your leader, Joshua McKinney. And now he's got contact with the 3 car. We've gotten more contact. Now he's going to have to stop and let everyone by.
Yeah, he's trying to get it pointed in the right direction.
99 car, Dustin German here. A lot of lead change here, all within the course of 2 laps. He's out there on an island all his own.
I'll tell you, Coop, it's a Roval, so it's going to open up the opportunity for any one of those guys to probably get a shot at the front.
Amy was flirting with the leader there, and then that contact should put him up to 2nd spot here. We have a car in front of him. Sorry.
Coop, we got a leader up there that first start with the lead right here tonight.
99 car, Dustin. Is this pronounced German or?
I believe it's Dustin German, but yeah, it's his. He's ran some recruitment races with us in the off season for several seasons now, but this is in fact the first start that he's made in a points race.
Well, he's doing a great debut here tonight. 99 car looking really clean. He's been able to avoid 2 different instances. Hopefully he can keep it up there. We've got the 2 car. Joe Turkle's starting to challenge him here for the lead now. Right on board with him as they come out into turn, I believe this is turn 7. It's such a weird track to have a setup for because you're getting up into high speeds and then you have balanced chicanes that are flat. Car has to have a high, tall gear ratio for these long bank turns, but also you got to have that acceleration out of those 90-degree turns, and they're going to have the tightest corner here in just a second.
We got to change for a second right there. Or I thought we were going to.
70 car Burt Wilson challenging Turkle now. They're going back and forth. That's a neat paint scheme. I do like the Nerds machine. I've mentioned that a few times, locking it up there.
A little bit of tire smoke right there made me nervous. The 99's doing a good job with the pressure that he's got on him, keeping it nice and smooth.
His mirror is really full, but he's able to pull away on the exits. Turkle is braking a little bit later, and that's where you saw that tire smoke. That can lead to mistakes that we saw at the start of this race and bottleneck 2 or 3 guys up, and then it's gonna be hard to get yourself turned around.
What about this driver in 4th place all by himself? On a road course.
Hal Amy running 4th position right now. He's about 6-7 seconds back, but he's running pretty solid. Got maybe a little bit of right front damage. I'm not sure if you're seeing that or not. Might be my paint scheme playing tricks on me.
He might have got that from the initial pile up at the beginning, but it doesn't look like it's affecting the car too bad, and his lap times are pretty competitive with the leaders right now. So
looked like he made up a ton of ground there through that chicane too. Brought it down to about 3 seconds. So he's gaining on the leader.
I think somebody might have put a little bit of Roval practice time in there, Coop.
Yeah, looking like it. But they still got the pressure on the 99 car that's right on board with him for just a second. You can see clean air in front of him. And he's nice and smooth on the entrance, the exit. And he is just killing that 2 car right there on that exit.
Yeah, the 2 cars able to run up on him a lot stronger on the entry. He's driving it in a little bit deeper. But the 99's just able to pull him on the corner exits.
You see that nice clip there on the exit of that turn. Just a smoother transition to that bank. I think that's what's helping him here too, is he's able to carry that momentum with those smoother transitions. 2 car peeking to the inside of the chicane. Holy cow, he left the ground.
He did.
That's going to lose a lot of time there.
Frequent flyer miles, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think that you apply those at Charlotte Roval, but you can try to cash in on them. You might end up part of the catch fence.
Oh, the 99 having problems. We got a lead change, Coop.
Joe Turkle, super thankful for that. He lost a ton of time on that chicane in the bus stop. 99's going to fight back here.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he, now that he's behind a little bit, if he might overdrive that car a little bit more now. The 2 car was able to hang with him and keep pressure on him, and the 99 finally made that mistake that led him by.
Let's look behind you here. 2 car, Joe Turkle, on board bumper cam. You can see the 99 is driving a little bit harder. He's a little bit sideways.
Yeah, sometimes like that when you're out front, you can be a lot smoother, but man, when you get behind a guy and you feel like that you're losing it a little bit, it makes you step up your game and you don't realize how much you're overdriving the car, Coop.
Over a course of a few laps, it's 6 laps in, we won't really know how much damage it's done from that little transition there.
We're about ready to have a challenge for second there as that 70 of Burt Wilson.
On board with him right now, and Bert's nice and smooth, just biding his time. I don't think he's forcing the issue. We saw both these drivers make a mistake, so he's just waiting on the opportunity. 99 definitely driving hard, and he's loose.
Oh.
We're savoring the recovery, but
oh, there goes Burt Wilson in the 70, going to take that 3rd spot right now.
70 car, P2, and he's moving the Nerds rope right up through the field. I don't know how much longer these guys in front of him can drive it the way they're driving it. 99 smoking the right front off of it. He's just going to have to get it back underneath him, nurse those tires back to health because they're hot.
Dead Man Strolling, good to see you tuned in the chat, buddy. Emily, we got your message there. We'll be looking forward for Diana coming in. And Garrett Helmlinger, I hated to hear what happened. I didn't quite get to see it, but definitely hated to hear it. Just catching up on the YouTube chat there real quick, Coop.
10-4. Good to see you guys in the chat. DMS joined quite a few weeks ago there and followed the YouTube, and he's been hanging out ever since.
Yeah, and while we're going here, I want to give a shout out to a brand new sponsor that's come in for Wednesday nights on the Truck Series. And it's an associate sponsor, obviously, because it is going to stay and remain the Amy Contract and Truck Series. But we got to give a shout out to DNUF, which stands for Digital Networks for Unlimited Freedom, who has come on board, and they've rented that spot on the overlays that says this space is for rent.
Nice.
DNUF has rented that spot in the Truck Series, and we're very happy to have them on board. So I just wanted to push that out there.
Finally sold the for rent spot up on the overlays, and we got a pass for the lead here. 70 car Burt Wilson able to take it away from Turkle, and he's driving off to the sunset.
Man, we've seen it, the 70 just being so smooth and so patient back there, that when he got his opportunity to pounce, he pounced. But he's got a lap car coming up in front of him, and we got a wreck for second. That wasn't a race. Two cars going the wrong way. Oh, Coop, that was crazy.
Turkle bat into the deal there. He's going to fall back to about the 4th position, I believe. That puts Hal Amy up to 3rd now. And Hal's catching the 99.
Yeah, Hal's able to make up over a second on the leader. And he's not far behind the 99 right now, and that's all part of not making mistakes and being smooth.
Talking pre-race about what it takes to get around this track. And I'm just I was being a smart ass, but I meant when I said all you have to do is just keep it on the track. Attrition will take over. These guys will make mistakes, and you can find yourself in the top 3, no problem. It's a long race, 9 out of 55 so far. And your leader, Burt Wilson, staying smooth and steady.
I think what they have to work on is not racing the other car there around, just making sure they race the racetrack, keeping their head on the track and focused. You have, how many turns are at this track, Coop? I don't even know off the top of my head.
I believe it's 12.
So you have 12 opportunities every lap to make a mistake. That's a lot.
That's a lot of opportunities. You give me that many chances, and it's going to happen for sure. It only takes
something
one.
Bad. Yep, something bad might come of it.
Dad, I just need one opportunity.
Oh, it's...
What's up, Nation?
I don't even think you need an opportunity, do you?
No, I could probably wreck it on.
You could wreck it watching it.
70 Burt Wilson staying smooth here. It looks like he's going to have some company. No, 99 car is catching him. Nation's going robotic. Aliens got him.
Robotic. You're full robotic, and it shows that you're muted too, Nation. That's a crazy thing.
What's that?
Well,
We appreciate you coming into the booth, Nation, but the aliens are taking everybody.
That's proof right there, Coop. The aliens got them. The aliens have swooped Nation up and carried him.
I didn't think we were doing the Tuesday night thing.
We are tonight.
Okay.
Wilson, your leader right now, 0.4 of a second separating him, and the 99 losing it again off the exit.
Holy cow.
He was catching him.
He had him caught, damn near.
Yep. Now he's got to do it all over again. 1.4 seconds back.
Yeah, he backed up a little bit closer to that 3-car Hal Amy, too. You'll be proud of that 3-car tonight, Nation.
Is he doing good?
He's up to 3rd.
Oh, hell yeah.
No one behind him either. He's got a pretty decent gap back to Joe Turkel, about 10 seconds. And
Man,
he's
I'll
just
tell
keeping
you-
the shiny side up.
I'll tell you what, there's people 14, 17 seconds back and more after that stack up right there on the first lap, Coop.
Yeah, there was a big funnel of cars going into one right at the start of the race, and it happened right at the front of the field between the 77 and the 70.
Oh, 70's around.
Uh-oh. Lead change here right at the line.
Yes, sir. That last turn, he probably hit it wrong, Coop, and it turned him around right on that front straightaway right there. And he's going to back way up right into the clutches of the 81 of Michael McCauley right here. And McCauley doesn't have much space between him and Larry Dickerson. We got some racing going on back here now, Coop.
Michael McCauley has caught up to the 70, and Burt Wilson running in the 5th spot currently. Big gap now, about 14 seconds.
Yeah,
it only takes one turn.
We got a road course here, so it kind of took the admin duties away, so McCauley's able to run the whole race here tonight. But I think McCauley's about ready to have a handful with Dickerson right there.
Larry Dickerson on the bumper as they go through the chicane. Pressure is on. Look at the 81 hit that rumble strip.
81 able to stretch it out just a little bit right here. He's going to make Dickerson work for it.
Amp Energy Machine just a little bit faster. Dangerous to hit those rumble strips, but right now it's working out for him. I've seen a lot of guys lose it tagging those rumble strips at the wrong spot. So he's going to have to be careful doing that. But right now, maintaining the top 5. Your leader, 99 Dustin German. About 5 seconds ahead of second place, Hal Amy.
Yeah, he just needs to be smart right here, Coop, and just drive smooth and not make mistakes. You see he's still on the gas pretty good, though. He just come off that corner and got a little bit loose, so...
Trying to stretch that lead as far as he can. About 9 seconds down the back straightaway right now. Back to that 3 car coming out of what would be turn 4 at Charlotte on the oval. Man, they are just cutting that so close. That blue bump down there. It's not actually the rumble strips launching these cars. It's that blue strip after the chicane. If you flip that wrong.
I believe this track is the first version of the Roval here, so it's got the on that back straightaway. That's a lot different than what they did on the newer version of the track. So those guys are trying to straighten out that little chicane there and carry as much speed through there as they can, and I think that's why we're seeing them bump those rumble strips a lot.
Joe Turkel running third right now, about a second back from Hal Amy. And then we've got Burt Wilson that was your leader a moment ago. He's got 2 cars behind him. 69 trying to get around McCauley right now. There he goes in. A little bit wide on the exit, but he got around him.
Yeah, he made the pass, didn't he? And he's coming up to that 70 of Burt Wilson. Looks like Dickerson, maybe lap by lap right here, is getting it figured out just a little bit with that 69 car.
Smoother exit, nice entry on the transition, but we've seen these guys do this where they catch a guy and then they make a mistake and they give it all back. So keeping an eye out. 70 car Burt Wilson. Right there's the blue rumble strips we were talking about.
Yeah, Nation, you remember what Tim McBrayer used to call the rumble strips?
I cannot remember.
Turtles.
Oh, yeah, the turtles.
They called them the turtles.
Yeah,
It'll launch a car like you hit a turtle.
Man, you ever hit a turtle? I have.
They hit about 50 of them when they're going through that chicane, don't they?
We've seen it throw a few cars. 2 car Turkel, the 70 car Wilson. 99 car still your leader. About 6 seconds ahead of Hal Amy. Well, we've seen
Hi,
everybody kind of
Adriana.
toss this car.
Hello, Daniel. Hello, Adriana. Welcome to the stream here tonight.
Hello again, everybody.
And Nation, guess what's trending in Finland right now?
What?
Hashtag save the turtle.
That's fun, bro.
Got that one, did you?
Yeah, I got that.
I figured Coop would laugh about it too, but
I'm watching them run turtles over right now. 99 car going to clip this chicane. And I tell you what, man, they're flirting with death. The 99 has been clipping every corner that he can, finding every second, every 10th. But how Amy holding right there steady at 6 seconds back.
yeah, actually Turkle in the 2 car is able to get around the 3 right here. So he kind of put it back in numerical order a little bit. Oh, and Hal had a little trouble getting on the gas right there out of that last turn. Actually, it'd be turn 1, heartburn turn.
He hit turn 1, he locked it up a little bit, slid into it. Was able to keep it under him, but Turkle's starting to drive away now. It's 4.5 seconds. Let's see if the 2 car can catch up to the 99.
Isn't it Tums that sponsored that turn, called it the heartburn turn?
I believe so, back originally when this was configured, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Hal needs to get him a bottle of that after that one. I don't know. I guess it'd only be a heartburn if you destroyed your car on that wall in turn 1, and God knows I've done that a few times.
The first race that I came here, I face planted that wall and got stuck in it, and that was lap 1, turn 1. From then on, I just said I don't like the Roval.
That's a bad feeling too.
Nobody likes the Roval.
I'm not a huge fan of it, hence why I'm probably in the broadcast booth and not the car tonight. I'm not a super duper fan of it.
Currently on pit road, Chad Meadows in that 15 machine. Garrett Helmlinger out of the race tonight. Tommy Haynes also being scored out of the race. Brian Beach about a lap down here, the 18 car. 96, Joshua McKinney. Be the first car a lap down. If we had cautions, there would be a lucky dog, but not tonight. No full course cautions. 96 struggling hard there through that last part. Having a hard time.
Leader had some problems too because he his lead went down quite a bit there, Coop. He's got
the 2 car in his mirror now.
He can
Turtle
now
is not far.
see him back there, can he? But I'll tell you what, man, that 69 car is moving. So's the 70.
We're having pit stops here. 99 bringing it down pit road.
What lap are we on? 17. We got 55 laps here. Who set this one up, Nation?
Fucking jackass.
Just tell us how you really feel.
Well, all right, it was some very nice person with no goddamn common sense.
Turkle up to the lead. And about 3 seconds ahead of Hal Amy. I believe these guys are probably going to follow suit down pit road momentarily.
We're going to break the broadcast. We keep that up, Nation.
Dude, we have broken many broadcasts. This wouldn't be the first.
Through the field here. I wanted the 81. There's your 5th place driver.
The problem is our overlays don't have the black and white up in the top left-hand corner that explains why we do that, Nation.
See? So we can really do anything we want now.
There's no disclaimer.
It's right. We can just go all out, and it's all on Coop.
So I need to put an asterisk next to the WFO down there on the bottom
Oh,
right.
You're too late for that.
Yeah, you're about 18 laps too late for that one, Coop.
Let's see if they follow suit. There's a 3 car coming down pit road. Ooh, boy. Close to that commitment cone. But he made it. Turkle's still out there hard on the outside wall. 18 car also into the wall.
Ooh, two-car, too.
Yeah. Turkle already biffed it there in the entry of 1, and now he's got right front damage. I don't think that car's wanting to steer.
No, it's done. You see,
he's trying to straighten it back out.
He's literally wall to wall, Coop.
He's trying to nurse it back around this place. Larry Dickerson catching him fast.
Yeah, he's going to have a handful of that 31 or 69 car. Dickerson really widened that corner.
Trying to get some room.
Struggling. That steering's broken, that car.
Left side toe angle completely gone.
So Dickerson able to take the lead right here. These top 1, 2, 3, 4 have not taken pit road yet.
Oh man, that thing does not want to turn at all. He's dragging the right front around.
He's just going to have to try to save it back around the pit road. You see Dickerson, though, he's trying to make a little bit of distance between him and that 81 of McCauley and the 31 of Richard Holland. But I think they're coming on pit road now. Yes, sir. Leader is on pit road. Actually, your top 3 are. So 69, 81, 31 on pit road. What do you do here, Nation? Do you just fuel only, or are you taking 4 tires, or what?
I don't know. I'd stop at the hot dog stand.
I heard their hot dogs aren't very good, but
Guys gotta eat. Well, you gotta eat.
Well, we ain't gonna take your hot dogs away from you. We know how you feel about hot dogs, Nation.
Hey, I got KFC today.
Turkle's able to get it back around the track. He's got the entire right front ripped off that thing. But there's the fast repair. He's ready to get back out there and nursing it back around this place. Probably took 3 minutes to get that car around the track.
So we'll have to see how it all shakes out, but it looks like Burt Wilson in the 70 is going to take over as the leader now. 99 cars on pit road, so
good thing this ain't a rain.
What's going on with the 99 and Germain? He's pitted, but he's still on pit road. I don't know if he had some connection issues or if he's just parked it for the night.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but he's definitely got it sitting on pit road, as well as the 18 car there of Double B, Brian Beach.
99 might have got a hold penalty and might be arguing with the officials down there. They held him longer.
But I'll tell you, Hal Lamy in that 3 car back here in second, man, he's got sights on the leader right there. He can see him, Coop.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Curse of the camera.
Curse of the camera got the 3, and he's sitting sideways in turn 1. Trying to get it back up and going again.
Gonna kick y'all's ass.
Oh,
he had trouble finding reverse right there, Coop.
That's going to lose a ton of time for the 3 car. He was running so good tonight. Was being scored about 2 seconds behind the leader of Burt Wilson. He was catching him. And now he finds himself just inside the top 10.
You know the guy who always has the best chance at a road course, Nation?
Not me.
The guy who makes the least amount of mistakes at that road course.
Yeah, but like Coop was saying, you got 12 chances to make a mistake.
You do.
I can do it.
You would just put your name right on Heartburn Turn, wouldn't you? Man, we got a race for second.
I mean, because
We saw a ginormous recovery by the rest of this field from lap 1 compared to where they were. There was a 17-second gap, and now they've narrowed it down to less than a second. 31 of Richard Holland, 69 Larry Dickerson. They're catching up to the leader, Burt Wilson.
Yes, they are. That lead disappeared. The advantage those guys had after that first big pileup is gone. 69's got his mirror full with the 31 right here. 70's about ready to have a mirror full, both of them. And I'll tell you what, McCauley's not far off of them. So we got 4 cars in striking distance now. Not quite halfway through, Nation. That tells you something right there.
Yeah, we're retarded. Who does this?
We do it.
Oh boy. Larry Dickerson clipped that chicane, and that gave the door open for Richard Holland to pass for second.
Opened it right up for him. Now Holland's got his sights up there on that 70 car. Burt Wilson.
So many mistakes made in turn 1, and that's not the place to do it. You've seen what happened to Hal Amy there. It's hard to get turned back around because you've got walls on both sides of you. You've got a whole storm of cars going around you. Trying to slam it into reverse, and you can lose a lot of ground. Right now, Burt Wilson keeping it shiny side up.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that 81's doing a nice job knocking that time off. I think that's one of the problems, though. You get where you can see them guys out of your windshield, and you know you're catching them a little bit, and you overdrive it and make a mistake, and then you just lost it all.
Definitely a head game. It's a chess match. Every move you make here can be the difference between 1/10 and then giving up 1 second. See a little bit of a gap here developing between Burt Wilson and Richard Holland, but Holland just biding his time. Larry Dickerson losing a little bit of ground to these guys now. And McCauley's caught the 69. He just got to keep it steady here. Let him make a mistake.
Yeah, it's definitely a track of patience. Just getting halfway through this thing, not even halfway through yet, so there's still plenty of laps to make a mistake out here. I think the 69 might have backed it down a little bit, Coop, over that reason.
Yeah, we watched him hit that chicane and open the door for the 31, and now it's kind of bottlenecked the field. We've got the leaders all within about 3 seconds of each other. One car makes a mistake, it could take the other one out. They've got to keep that gap and just wait.
Tell you what, DMS got it right on YouTube. He said he picked a fine time not to.
This was your first iRacing experience. Might make you rethink subscribing for that $12.99 or whatever they charge now. Tetris?
Yeah, Tetris. I mean, that's safe.
It'll make you rethink a lot of things you do with life, Coop.
Yeah, if this was my first iRacing experience, I don't think I would have renewed my subscription. There's a pass for the lead. 31 car, Richard Holland into 1. What a recovery by some of these guys, like we said, in turn 1, lap 1, to get that far back and come back that far.
Yeah, you're talking about 14 to 17 seconds for some of those cars.
Yep.
But if you go back and you watch like the 31 and a couple of these other guys, they haven't made the mistakes too.
We had a multitude of cars leading this thing. The 99 car, who's parked it for the right. The 70 car, Wilson, who also spun. 3 car, Hal Amy, was close to the lead. He's back in 5th spot. He's not far from these guys.
Yeah, 2 car, Turkle, and
yeah, Turkle, I think, did it a little bit more in style. Ripped the right front off of that. Had to nurse it all the way back to pit road. This track's hard enough when you can steer.
Yeah, and if you take a look at that one, we got 5 cars now that have parked it.
5 cars on pit road. Garrett Helmlinger, Tommy Haynes, Brian Beach, Dustin Drummond, and Dylan Blankenship out of the race tonight. Somebody that's trying to stick with it, Joshua McKinney. I believe he's parked for now. Might be just trying to get the points here.
I think they're working on it.
03 car Dylan Bryant, a lot of right front damage on that machine.
He's got her pointed the right way.
He's the last car on the lead lap, but about 1:04. So he is at a threat of going a lap down here. She's going to have to keep his shiny side up.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, kind of a battle that we've seen most of the race, the 3 and the 2 car, and they're back here in 5th and 6th doing battle again. 3 car is in the top 5. The 2 car, Joe Turkle, wants it.
I think he might get it here.
He's got a lot better run on that high side, which is going to give him the advantage coming into this final little S turn here, and he's going to clear him. So 5th and 6th, back to numerical order.
Turkle's got a long way to go, about 19 seconds to Richard Holland, who's your leader right now. Burt Wilson there in 2nd, Larry Dickerson 3rd, and Michael McCauley 4th position.
Yeah, almost looks like he got up pretty close to the 69, and his run kind of stalled. I don't know if he used up more brakes or more tires or what there, Coop, but it looks like the run might have stalled a little bit on that 81 car.
Well, he's keeping about the same gap there to Larry Dickerson the whole time. He's not gaining, not losing, but maybe just waiting for him to make a mistake. Doesn't want to put too much pressure on him in case something does happen and get caught up in it.
I'm wondering if Nation forgot to put right side tires on his car.
I don't even have a goddamn car.
How'd you get to work?
Jeep. Well, yeah, I'm in my Jeep. I was going to bring my car, but no.
Wouldn't start or what?
No, I'm not bringing this car to a hotel.
Oh. You don't want to have to kick
people
all
be
the...
back into it.
You don't want to have to kick all the lot lizards out of it, do you?
Yeah, well, but no. Like, it actually doesn't hold me.
I don't know what you just said, but the sounds you were making, it sounded like a lot lizard.
They were in there with them, weren't they?
I'm in a fucking parking lot at a hotel, so my connection ain't really that great.
What are you trying to do? Use their Wi-Fi?
No. I'm on my cell phone.
Huh.
You better go get a complimentary breakfast for that connection, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I wouldn't eat that shit.
They don't give you a complimentary nothing, do they, Nation?
Fuck no.
They give you a complimentary F off.
Yeah.
Watching 4th spot here, Michael McCauley was right up on the bumper of Larry Dickerson for a moment there. Little slide, wow, really close to the wall, but able to recover.
Oh, he overdrove that one a little bit.
Yeah, lost some ground.
Oh, and he got her sideways again right there. Do you know what that was a product of, Coop?
I think seeing that guy in front of you and thinking, okay, I'm going to get him.
He started racing the car in front of him.
Yep.
Just as soon as you take your mind off of racing the track to race a car around you, oh, McCauley. He bounced center right around off the turtle.
He hit a turtle good. That was a good 1.5 feet off the ground for the 81.
Oh, man, and Finland was just about ready to let us back in, Nation. Not after that. The new trending hashtag WFO Smash the Turtles.
So Richard Holland creeping away. About 2.5 seconds here separate him and Burt Wilson. Larry Dickerson, 69, third place.
I think Adriana's right that it's actually the aliens doing that to Nation.
Yeah. Good.
Are they
sitting in the middle of the parking lot?
Are they back to probing you in an unusual way, or?
I have to keep mute.
All I heard is yes, they are probing me right now. Leave me alone.
Is word from Bart that you will hear.
It's bad, Nation. Bad.
Hey, Nation, that's not a security light glowing above you. There's no light poles in that parking lot.
You're not dead. Don't follow the light, Nation.
One more time through your top 5. Richard Holland running first position, about 2 seconds ahead of this guy right here, Burt Wilson. Third spot, Larry Dickerson. I feel like he's trying to sing to us.
I don't know what is going on. I don't think it's him, Coop. I think it's the aliens.
It's got to be. Is the NSA watching you, Nation? They tapping your calls?
Hey, they got them now.
Al Amy able to take the 5th position back from Joe Turkle.
Sounds like they're tapping more than his calls, Coop.
And then the last car on the lead lap, 7th spot, Dylan Bryant. Joshua McKinney on pit roads. Come back out. He's back out there on the track. They were working on it for quite some time. And he would be the last car on the track. We have Dylan Bryant, or Dylan Blankenship rather, Dustin German, Brian Beach, Tommy Haynes, Chad Meadows, and Garrett Humlinger out for tonight. Chad Meadows could just go out there and put some laps down. He'd probably pick up about 5 spots. These 3 guys in front of him. 4 cars in front of him. All he has to do is go out there and put about 10 laps down, and he would take up some spots.
Yeah, he could gain a few if he did that. But DMS said that you need to get some better Wi-Fi at that hotel, Nation. You need to connect to the hotel Wi-Fi if you're using your cell phone, because it is not working. It's still not working.
Okay. God damn it.
Hey,
we caught that, didn't we?
Yeah, we got that part. Put that on the dash, man. Put him up on the dash and just don't move. Hold your tongue the right way.
That's what she said.
There you go. It worked, Coop. See that?
Yeah, set it up on the dash. Don't move your phone at all.
Stand upside down and put your phone on your left foot.
I've been doing that all night.
It's probably raining out there tonight, isn't it? It rained here a little bit earlier.
No, it rained earlier, but no, it's not in.
Hold the phone out the window.
So we were getting a hurricane earlier, but turns out it's just our typical afternoon thunderstorms, Nation.
4:10 p.m. every day.
Actually, it come a little early today, about 3:15.
Oh?
Yeah, and it was still raining about 7:30, so.
Overachievers.
We got a broken thunderstorm system today.
We're about to have a broken pass through the lead. Really close there, Burt Wilson and Larry Dickerson.
Hey.
And McCauley's right there again. But we notice, Coop, when they get close like that's when the mistakes start happening, man.
Yep, changing their lines, start racing the car in front of you, and that's just the mistake that so commonly make as a competitor. Start thinking about that guy in front of you, and you see McCauley lost a little ground again.
I'm going to lose some ground and go take myself to a quick break, and I'll be right back.
10-4. 23 laps to go here at the Roval. Richard Holland still your leader. You see the sun coming out here, casting some shadows over the backstretch. Burt Wilson's paint starting to glow a little bit. That sun, it's going to make this place a little greasy. I hate that camera angle. I don't know why it's part of the TV set, but turn one, they've got a sign right in the way. It's almost impossible to see these cars running side by side when they come out of there. Running on board with Larry Dickerson right now. He's working on him. Might have had a little fuel cut there coming out of that turn. Might be time for some of these guys to pit. 22 laps to go. I think we're going to see that. So getting on some old tires here. We'll go back to the 5th position of Hal Amy. Maintaining the gap. It's about 36 seconds, but he's got a top 5. Solid finish if Hal can hold it together here. Joe Turkel back in the 6th spot. About 8 seconds off of Hal Amy. And we have to go a whole minute back to the 03 of Dylan Bryant, who's still on the lead lap. But you can see the right front on that car not helping it get around here. And if he's not careful, he could have a tire rub, cut a tire down, send it through the chicane a little deep here. There's Richard Holland coming up behind Dylan Bryant, not too far behind him. 03 in danger of going a lap down. Holland stretched this lead to about 4.5 seconds now over the 70 of Burt Wilson, who is actually starting to pull away from Larry Dickerson a little bit. And McCauley has lost a ton of ground here in the last couple laps. About 4 seconds back now from Larry Dickerson, and it's still a solid night, though, for the 81 car. Right on board with him for just a moment. WFO Checker One Manufacturing Twisted Tuesday ARCA Series, brought to you by Checker One Manufacturing, everybody at WFO. If you guys are liking what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss a single race. Bringing you the entire season. We're coming up on that chase time, getting closer. These guys here at the Roval tonight, turning right for the first time in a while. Tomorrow night, Wicked Wednesday, Amy Contracting Truck Series. believe they're going to be at Watkins Glen. So a little bit of road course action this week, and then we go back to business as usual. Series schedule. We got the Roval here tonight. Then next week, Talladega Super Speedway. And then we're going playoffs. Phoenix Raceway, night race. 5 solid night races. Phoenix, Kansas, Auto Club, Bristol, and Chicagoland to round out the season. That's the ARCA series. Watkins Glen tomorrow night, and then Talladega. Phoenix, Kansas, Auto Club, Bristol, Chicago. So the only track that's different here for the trucks will be Watkins Glen. 31, Richard Holland bringing it down pit road. Burt Wilson following suit. Not too far behind, but that'll put Larry Dickerson in the lead as they cycle through. McCauley still out there on the track as well. Gonna run it one more with 18 to go. These guys should be able to make it to the end from here. .31 car just got to do it a little bit better than everybody else on pit road. He's down and away. 70 of Burt Wilson. Left side's dropping down on that machine now. He's down and out. Tough pit road to get off of here, especially with cold tires. So Larry Dickerson coming back around. He ran a 1:20.31 the last time by. We'll compare that lap time with Richard Holland as it cycles through. There comes Larry Dickerson down pit road. Michael McCauley coming down as well. Right sides go up on that machine. Gonna take 4 tires for the 81. Larry Dickerson also elected to take 4. He's down and away. But we're cycling back around here. And Richard Holland on the back bumper of the 96. Gonna let him go to the inside. Just get right on by. As it all cycles through, Richard Holland gonna be your leader. '69 car getting it done on pit road. Got around Burt Wilson, put him up to the 2nd position. Angelman.org on the side of that car. And Turkle now on pit road. So that's going to put Hal Amy back up to the 5th spot. Two-car Turkle still on pit road. He's losing a lot of time to the 3. They're side by side. Dickerson now to the inside of Richard Holland. This is a pass for the lead. This is for position. And that time by 1:40. Somehow the 96 got around. I don't know if something happened, if these guys made a mistake. Not sure. I must have missed this, but somehow the 96 car was back in front of both these guys for a moment.
God damn, I make it back just in time to see McCauley doing merry-go-rounds out on the track.
Cold tires getting a hold of some of these guys. I think Richard Holland had a little mistake there too. He had the lead, and then Larry Dickerson took it away. We had the 96 car of Joshua McKinney get passed by Richard Holland. I come back to him, and McKinney was in front of both of them.
And we got, what, 15 to go in this one, and Dickerson, he's trying to open up a little bit of a gap here.
Stretched it out to about a second now as they cross the line. And he's doing it right. He picked a fine time to grab the lead. We're coming up to the end of it.
Oh. Can't tell who that white car was. I think it was McKinney that almost got a piece of heartburn turn. So that top three right there close together.
Wouldn't have it any other way as we come down 15 laps to go. Richard Holland's got Burt Wilson on his back bumper. He's got the leader, Larry Dickerson, in front of him. And Dickerson's just got to be smooth here. No mistakes.
Yeah, looking at the pit strategies there, and Dickerson's got a lap better tires there than second and third place do. So I don't know if that'll make a ton of difference, but it has to make a little bit, especially here on the early run, Coop.
Well, he's using those tires to all the advantage that he can. It's 1.3 seconds now as they come around 3 and 4. The oval 3 and 4. Now through the final chicane. Going to maintain that gap. Burt Wilson now in the hunt. Well, we've seen it time and time again. This is where the mistakes are made. Turn 1.
Looks like they all got through there pretty smoothly that time. They still got to do it about 12 or 13 more, though, so.
So 12 times 12, it's 144. Is that right?
Yep, that's absolutely
That's how many
correct.
opportunities they have to mess up here. A lot of chances.
That's nothing, is it, Nation?
Oh, boy. Right there, you saw the 69 get a
do it
little
in
loose.
one.
Yeah, 31. Oh, sideways twice, Coop. And now the 70's going to get around him here, it looks like. So Dylan Bryant's going to go high and stay out of that battle, but Burt Wilson able to capitalize on a couple of little mistakes from the 31.
31's got to be getting frustrated.
The 70 took out a turtle and almost took out the left rear of his car. Now he's getting pressure back on him by the 31. This is what you paid for your tickets for, Coop.
Coming down to the last
I want my
13.
fucking money back.
This is the battle right here for second spot. 31 car Richard Holland trying to recover from that little mistake. It's like you said, it only takes one corner, and now you see Richard Holland was the leader before pit stops. Larry Dickerson taking it away. And while these guys are back here battling it, he's just pulling up.
Dickerson just wants them to stay back there and battle. He was able to pick up a little bit more time when those guys were, you know, Holland had his troubles and the 70 was getting around him. So I'm sure he just want, man, Holland sideways again, Coop.
He might be pushing it a little too hard. He might need to back the corners up and race the track here for these last 13. See what happens, but
these road courses, it is so easy to do that. I mean, it's you can do it on any track, but the road course, it's so easy to overdrive the car.
you can see what you're trying to do is make up 1/10 of a second, and if you make that slight miscalculation, it turns into 1 second.
Yeah, you lose a second instead of picking up a 10.
Yep.
I think that's what it all comes down to, that, and I know that they're worried about Nation deciding, you know what, I'm going to start in an ARCA car. Look at that, the leader. That wasn't a leader, that was the 81 of McCauley I watched launching off the turtles there. And that's 25 seconds behind third place Richard Holland. So that mistake, McCauley, he's made a couple, actually. It's really cost him.
Yep, he was up there in the hunt with the top 4. At one point, he was right behind the 70 of Burt Wilson, and now Burt Wilson Richard Holland
They're
trying to
closing.
figure out.
They're all closing back up again.
Yep.
Lap 44, so about 10 and a half laps to go right here.
Little peek to the inside by the 31.
Tell you what, that 70 got right through that little chicane there really fast. So did the 69 and the 31, though.
They're gonna
Right
close
here, though,
back
look
up.
at the close rate. These
Yep.
last set of turns. Dickerson's just backing off right there, and he's being smooth, and that's probably the right thing to do. He needs to continue to race the track and let those guys race him. Right there, though, that 70 car is so much better through turn 1. Able to hold a little bit lower line down here. And he's all over the back of the 69 car. That's numerical order, by the way, Coop. 1 and 2, 69 to 70.
Yeah. Yep, they've kept it this way for about 10 laps, and once Dickerson got around the 31, he hasn't looked back.
Tell you what,
Look
now
at
the
that.
70's got to worry about the 31. Like the 70 got on the gas a couple of times back there, and the 69's got problems. He missed a shift, Coop.
There's the pass for the lead. It's coming 3 wide into the chicane.
Man, and the 31 sent it in there.
Wow.
He almost made it work, but look at the run the 70's got working the high side. And if the 70 can stay up there and not make a mistake, man, the 31 really drove it in there. Able to get it slowed down. I thought the 70 would try to drive it into that final turn a little bit deeper there, being on the outside, because it would have given him the inside line. I think he thought better of it and saved his car.
Yeah, I think that taking both of them out, Burt's just kind of thinking, hey, we've got 10 more laps to go. I'm gonna save that for the last one.
Yeah, them 10 laps are a long time at a road course, even the Roval right here. So probably did the right thing there, just a safer bet not to race them hard, because then you get in a race to the other car and not the racetrack, and that's when the mistakes happen.
Right here, 69 car, Larry Dickerson trying to cut up some time, and there it is. What you were just talking about. Trying to race the guys in front of him. Got a little loose, and now it turned into a 4-second gap.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. These front two, though, just right together. They've been together for several laps right here. And both drivers just need to keep it nice and smooth.
Solid night for Burt Wilson, and I've been really impressed with how his season's been going. Mentioned it a few times. He's had solid races. Haven't had an opportunity for a post-race interview with him yet. Hopefully tonight's the night. He's running second. Maybe we'll get a podium. Maybe we'll get a win. Let's see what the 70 can do.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I was really impressed with this 70 car and the driver in practice and in qualifying as well. He knows how to put a fast lap down here. And you're right. I mean, we've seen him pick up so much momentum throughout this season, in season 9, and Burt's a heck of a guy. It'd be awesome to get him in a post-race interview, because he's just a good guy. He deserves it. He's worked for it.
Yep. He's putting together some top 5 runs, and he started doing that. Holy cow. Off the chicane, a little bump there. Another
And
turtle's
that's gonna
down.
cost him. Turtle's down, and it's going to cost the 70 a little bit of time on that lead there. Went from a few tenths back to 7 tenths back, and now he's going to drive it in that last turn a little harder too. That's why I said you got to be smooth, and if you're going to catch a 31, no matter what track you're at, you better be smooth. You really have to concentrate. Make sure you don't make any mistakes. Don't overdrive the car. Because the one who makes the least amount of mistakes that I've seen and raced against would probably be that guy up front, Coop.
A lot of driving left to do. 8 laps to go. Burt Wilson about 0.8 of a second back. Larry Dickerson about 4 seconds away. Dickerson is trying to trim this back off, but he hasn't pulled any ground. The 03 and the 96 that were lap cars that they got around are still hanging in his mirrors, so.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Dickerson, but I think he let it get away from him a little bit there. And when he got behind, it was just exactly what I talked about. You know, it's so easy to overdrive the car. It's not like an oval track where you can, you know, get behind somebody and follow them. It doesn't work that way at a road course. You can try it, but you're more than likely going to miss a braking point. You're going to take a chance of taking you and the guy in front of you out. That's just the nature of the beast. Oh, Dylan Bryan hard into the outside. He got a little bit of the heartburn turn.
Definitely not going to help the right front on that machine. It was already a little bit damaged. Now got some more door damage. I was riding on board with Michael McCauley running in the 4th position. He's got no one in front of him, no one behind him. Big gaps both directions. Then we go about 20 seconds back to Hal Amy running in 5th.
I'm impressed with both those cars, Scoop.
Yeah. To say that you finished the Roval is an accomplishment. So for these guys, top 5 spots.
And you have all 4 tires. That's like a win in itself.
Yeah. Back here to Turkle. Joe Turkle running in 6th position, about 1:13. And he will be on a threat because we don't have to go too far back to find Richard Holland. Turkle had a little hiccup there through the last chicane. And, yeah, Burt Wilson. We were talking about him just a moment ago. 1.66 seconds back.
Yeah, it fell a little bit farther than that right
there.
He's
loose.
Now he's sideways through the heartburn turn. Whew, that could have been real bad.
Larry Dickerson coming around. He sees the smoke. He's like a shark smelling blood now. Thought this race was wrapped up.
Exactly what it is. We still got 5 laps to go around this place.
Tell you what, Larry Dickerson might have an opportunity here if Burt Wilson's getting loose like that.
They got 60 more turns left.
That cost Burt Wilson about 5 seconds there. That one little mistake in turn 1.
Yeah, and it backed him up within a couple of seconds of that 69. So, you know, the 69's definitely smelling the blood in the water there. It's been a really good race. Hated to see what happened in turn 1, especially to the pole sitter there. You don't want to see that for anybody. But when you bunch these cars up on the start, that's kind of the reason why we do local cautions only, because when you bunch them up on the start, that's exactly what happens. And if we had full course cautions on, Coop, we would probably be here until midnight.
Yep, we would have seen a lot of cautions tonight. And, you know, it's just like you said, the nature of the beast. This track is just so tough and technical. And after a while, it starts to wear you down mentally. One little mistake, send you into the grass. Full course caution. You want to pace around this track.
Some of these guys got that force feedback cranked up, and it does a little more than mentally wear them down. It'll wear them down physically, too.
Oh, for sure. And then the shoulder strength that it takes to keep those direct drive wheels on the desk.
Absolutely.
It'll tear you up.
Your feet, too. You got a lot of pressure set on that brake pedal, man, and it'll eat on you enough at a short track, and you can amplify that about 3 times on a road course.
Watkins Glen tomorrow night, right?
Yep, Watkins Glen tomorrow night, so you're going to get an opportunity to that. It's a different road course, though. It's not like the Roval Coupe. Watkins Glen's a fast track that I really like. So it's not like the Roval Coupe. Watkins Glen's a fast track that I really like.
Tell you what, this 3,500-pound stock car does not belong on a road course, in my opinion.
No. Well, they built the car purposely to turn left. So
Yep.
to ask the car to turn right, it's a whole lot of if you look at the body, just as the ARCA car as an example, if you look at the body and the front end of the car,
we got
everything
the two car.
is.
Wow. Sorry about that. Two car was sideways in front of Richard Holland, the leader, for just a brief second there.
Well, everything is set offset to the. If you look at it head on, it'd be the right side, but it's in fact the left side of the car.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at how the front end's even offset that way.
Yeah,
So
they
now
stagger the body.
They stagger that body in, and everything's staggered so the car can turn left. It's not staggered so the car can turn right.
Now, these guys definitely built a different chassis and body for the road courses.
They forgot to put it on the ARCA car.
They forgot to put it on the ARCA car for sure.
Yeah,
3
these
laps to
cars
go.
are heavy. You're right. I mean, it's just a heavy stock car. It doesn't. It's not built to slow down that much and to be able to make corners like that. And these corners are all flat too, Coop. There's no banking really.
Go to tracks like Talladega and Daytona where they run smaller brake rotors and calipers because stopping's not important there. You don't really realize it till you come down pit road and try to hit that pit box. Then you feel it.
You don't have the brakes.
So through the field real quick here, we got Richard Holland with 3 laps to go. Your leader, 5 seconds ahead of this guy right here. Burt Wilson running in second. Larry Dickerson third. Dickerson's catching him still. He's kept him within about 4 or 5 seconds, but the guy hanging on here a lap down and just stayed in the mirror of the 69 this whole time. And Dylan Bryant, I think if that hadn't happened there at the start of this thing, Dylan Bryant would probably be having a totally different race right now.
Yeah, I think so. The way he was able to run his teammate there, the 69, back down, I think it just took the 0-3 a little longer to figure it out. He was one of the ones that got put behind quite a bit during that lap 1 incident, and it just took him so long that he never really recovered from it.
Yep, and another guy that kind of had the same instance was the 77, or not the 77. He was lap 1 on that accident. He was the pole sitter. But we're talking about Joe Turkel. He also was involved and had that right side damage and just hasn't recovered from it.
Yeah, it's hard when you start off, behind it so far. But I can tell you these top 3 right here, I mean, if those guys they can back off their, they don't have to push it as hard right now. And I think they would still finish in the same order. For Holland, he's got that thing up there on cruise control. 6.8 seconds. Just be smooth. Don't make a mistake. And bring it home, Coop.
That's what you got to do. 2 laps to go, taking the white flag now. Richard Holland going to do it one more time. 12 opportunities.
The biggest thing here you don't want to do with that lead is turn it all the way around, because we know exactly how much time you'll lose doing that. Other than that, though, you can bounce a couple turtles, and I think you'll still be okay.
Don't think we're going to have any battles shaping up here for the last lap unless somebody makes a big mistake. These guys pretty spread out. Burt Wilson running second. Larry Dickerson third. 4th position, Michael McCauley. He's coming through the chicane to take the white right now. Hal Amy coming through 4.
Hal Amy able to hold on to that top 5. But speaking of that 0-3, he was able to bypass the 2 and pick up another position out there. So that'll put Dylan Bryant up to the 6th spot. So pretty good recovery for him throughout the whole race.
Turkle's got right front damage again. So that machine's parked on pit road. Not the time for that to happen for him.
No, and the leader's coming through the final turns right now, Coop.
Richard Holland doing the final chicane across the line sideways, and he said, fuck these tires, I'm done. I've had enough.
He about lost it coming out of that corner, didn't he? He just went ahead and did the fishtail across the line.
Checkered flags out. First place, Richard Holland. Burt Wilson finishing 2nd. Larry Dickerson, 3rd position. And I'm sure these
trying
guys
to
are
hang
glad.
on. That 81's still out on the track, so he's going to try to hang on here for the last bid. He's going to smash a couple more turtles before he brings it down here to the final turns. Final 2 turns, which would be 11 and 12. Turtles down, and across the line. So we got our 4th place car in, and here comes Hal Amy. And look at that, a 3 car. Going to hold it together for a strong run right here at the Roval. That's got to make him happy.
5th position tonight for Hal Amy. Dylan Bryant able to pick up a spot there right at the end, get around Joe Turkle, and see Turkle down on pit road. Machine's just had a rough night tonight. And he's going to take it behind the garage.
Oh, McKinney got to do some learning here. That's what the road courses will do for you.
So post-race recap, we had several lead changes, all within about 3 laps of each other. Dustin German led a vast majority of the beginning of this race. A lot of these guys got bottlenecked and fell back. Great recovery for this top 3. Richard Holland bringing it back to the front stretch. He already burned it down once, but he's going to burn it down again.
He earned that one. Anytime you get on these road courses, man, and you can just go through without making a ton of mistakes, that'll usually guarantee you're going to put that thing in victory lane. And we know exactly how much concentration it takes to do exactly what he was able to pull off here tonight.
So there it is, your race winner, Richard Holland. Somehow recovering, right side of that car all beat up, but put it in the right place at the right time. We're going to take a quick little commercial break, pull your top 3, and get a post-race interview with them. It's WFO Twisted Tuesday, Checker One Manufacturing ARCA Series. We'll be back right after this. Racing, it's in our blood. From the No Limits of Texas to the high-speed banks at Daytona.
I mean, nobody's going to catch that 3-truck of Hal Amy as he takes it.
From the drop of the green flag. To green flag pit stops. It's in their DNA. We live for it. There's 7 nights in a week. And only one night matters to us. The moment to prove that we're the best. Laying down an entire season. Pushing the limits. We're made for it. Bumper, Artie Peterson out to the lead. Glenn Jameson's pushing hard now. Garrett behind him. Top 5 could throw a blanket over it. Artie's going to drop down to the inside. 10 car's going to start pushing. These guys are getting a little dicey back in 5th and 6th place. Little contact between the 14 and the 70. 63, 3 wide in the front. Artie Peterson stuck out in the middle. Brandon Winning, we got a car down on the apron. 70 car, and now a car up in the wall. We got a wreck behind him. 1 lap to go. Rick Fagone has got the position right now. Garrett Helmlinger and Glenn Jamison neck and neck. We got a push on the inside. Push on the 10 car. Rick Fagone looks like he might pull it off neck and neck at the line in the 10. Oh, the Garrett Helmlinger. I can't believe what I just saw. It looks like Garrett Helmlinger. Survival of the fittest. 16 chase drivers. 1 championship. Who's got what it takes? As they give the command to start the engines, it's time to find out. WFO is live right now.
On it, but man, Fagone has just a perfect 1 and 2 right there, Nation. Fagone's going to bring it off the bottom out of turn 4. Can he hold them off to the start finish line? And I believe he's going to, Nation.
Good win.
Racing. It's in
He
our
said he
blood.
might have got it back.
All right. Here we are, catching up in victory lane. Richard Holland, 31 car, able to get it done here tonight. You got a copy, buddy?
Woo! Ho!
Richard Holland, never heard of her.
Man, I'll tell you what, mister. I do not usually run good at road courses other than Watkins Glen, and I drove my ass off tonight. Holy shit.
That comeback was real. It's just bottleneck there at the start of the race. Turn 1, lap 1. Stopped the whole field. You were 20 seconds back from the leaders there.
Yeah.
Walk us through that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought I had the lead going into that corner. It looked like the seas parted for me, and I was just trying to get through there and check up enough so I could get to the inside and clear them, and I was just getting ready to throttle up, and I got hit from back and spun, and at that point, I didn't want to collect anyone else, so I was just sitting there. There's nothing I could do, and I tried to go, and Garrett was in my way. I felt bad for him, so I just let him go, and it was just – I pretty much thought our race was over at that point, and so I don't know. I just got going. I think Garrett spun again or something. I'm not sure what happened to him, and he ended up leaving, and I was like – I told the guys, I was like, Garrett's out. This race is for someone to win. So I'm like – I started like – clipping off some good lap times, and I'm like, geez, like, I don't know. might be able to get back in the top 5, like that would be a win for me. And then with our pit stops and everything, we had really good pit stop. We gained a bunch of ground on pit road. When we came out like 4th, I think it was, out of pit road, I was like, man, we might have a shot at this thing. And them guys were right in front of us. So I'm not sure if a lot of people struggled on pit road or what, but we made up a lot of ground on pit road tonight. I know that.
We had Burt Wilson, Larry Dickerson, and Michael McCauley there on that stint you're talking about. And those guys, they put up a fight. Larry Dickerson had a slight mistake there, and that opened the door for you. Was it tough to get through that chicane? Just
It was.
misjudge it.
It was that time. I thought I was going to lose it and take both them guys with me at that time, actually. For a second, I really did. I don't know how I saved it. And I don't know how the thing didn't just completely, go sideways or in the wall or what. I don't know. But I wasn't expecting that much air from going through there. And I thought you could cut that off and it would just kind of ramp, and be fine. But that wasn't the case. And I really didn't plan on being that low, but I kind of got forced down there by, not forced, them guys didn't do anything wrong, but it was just by opportunity. When Larry missed a shift or something and Burt went to his outside, Larry went up to kind of block, and I had my momentum and I had the opportunity, so I took it on the inside and ended up being a little tighter down there than I thought, and I ended up ramping. I have no idea how I saved it. We were just watching it and I'm like, wow, this is unbelievable. That was the move of the race.
We called it the turtles when you guys would run those over. It looked like you would catch about 1.5 feet of air, but nonetheless, man, you kept it shiny side up, and crazy race all the way through. Didn't think it would come down to that. Do you have anybody you'd like to thank for what is probably the toughest race this season?
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm actually in awe of the fact that we had a shot at even winning this thing. And then the battle that Larry and Burt put up, man, I'm telling you, that was a lot of fun racing with them guys. Burt put up a hell of a fight, man. That was a lot of fun. I think he had an issue there inside the last 5 or 6 laps, and God knows what would have happened if he hadn't. But, man, I don't even know what to say. That's a hell of a win. I'm pretty pumped about that. To win here is just something I didn't think we would do. So, yeah, I just want to thank my teammates. I want to thank Cody. I don't know what happened to him tonight. I think he got disconnected or something, but we never got a chance to talk. But he's helped me tremendously on road courses. This is my second ever road course win here, and just in the last 2 weeks of racing. So I got to thank him. Like I said, he's helped me tenfold on these road courses on what to do and just how to be smooth and consistent and whatnot, and how to hit your marks and all that stuff. So just congratulate Hal for a top 5 finish. He drove a hell of a race, come back from, I think he spun out and come back, finished 5th. So it was awesome. But I just want to thank everybody, man. It was actually a fun race. I drove my ass off, man. It was, I know Burt and them guys were driving their ass off too. So it was fun. I want to thank you, Coop, and Nation for being up here in the broadcast booth. I don't know if Vern was up here all night or whatever,
Yeah.
but you guys.
Yeah, we had Vern all night.
Nice. So yeah, full house up here, but I can't wait to go back and watch that. So thank everybody that took part in the broadcast tonight. Can't wait to watch it. And just everybody on the track, man, I'm fired up about this one. Woo! We'll take it.
I had the best seat at the Roval, Richard.
Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, I tell you, this thing was a handful tonight. I mean, a handful. It was worse than I remember it the last time we ran here. But we actually kind of figured it out at the end of practice, and my plan was to just keep it on the track. And as we get, like I said to Coop earlier, we got spun out, and then we got going, and I ended up laying down some pretty good laps, feeling a little bit confident. We stepped it up a little bit, and Jesus, next thing we know, we're right in contention. It was, I don't know.
Whatever guy could limit mistakes out there, man, and you did a great job of it tonight. So congratulations to you.
All right, I appreciate it, man. We're excited. We're excited about this one.
You got to race the track. I mean, that's the bottom line, and it looked like a lot of guys struggled when they started racing another car.
Yeah. It was really, really hard to race around other people and not overstep the boundaries of the track, and that's what I did. That was our, plan going into it. I said to myself, I got to race the track. I got to focus on what worked in practice and what worked. Those first, 10, 15, that first fuel run, we had a real good run, and I said, I'm just going to continue to do that, and that's what I did. So I felt like if you didn't push the thing early, then it didn't overheat the tires, so you had a little bit of grip to run throughout the run when it slowed down a little bit. But if you pushed it hard early, it was all over the place. So I don't know, but fun race.
Well,
We
congrats
appreciate your
to you
time,
once
man.
again, man.
Congratulations,
lot.
Richard Holland, all the way. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you tomorrow night at the Watkins Glen Wicked
Different
Wednesday
road
Truck
course.
Series.
Yeah.
Doing it all again.
Woo, I don't know. We'll see.
Throwing a
All right.
curveball at you.
Yeah. Just figured this one out, but no, that's Watkins Glen will be fun too in the truck, so we'll see.
All right, 31 car, Richard Holland, your winner. We're going to catch up. We got Nation and Vern down there on pit road, caught up with Bert Wilson, second place finisher tonight. You got a copy, Bert?
10-4.
Man, Bert, you had a fast hot rod out there.
Yeah.
It looked like it ran out of a little bit of steam later on in that race. Tell us about it.
Well, first off, I want to say sorry to everybody for that lap one fiasco. I freaking just wasn't prepared to get in that corner, evidently. No excuse for that. Try to run clean and give everybody room, so I feel real bad about destroying Garrett. He was going to be fast tonight.
They need to put brake lights on the cars that make it easier, Bert.
You need to put like flags up so you can see your mark or something. I don't know, but
Right.
there was no excuse. I just blew it, ran out of talent. So it was a miracle I even ended up second tonight. I spun out twice, ramped off the bus stop a couple times. I was just all over the place. So, I mean, I put in a lot of practice laps because I loathe this track. I just totally hate this track. So it was a miracle that I ended up second. It really was. Larry was on my heels. I knew Richard was going to be fast, so I just was going to try and tuck in behind Garrett and hang on as long as I could. So I was just trying to race myself mainly.
Yeah, it's just one of those places where you try to limit all the mistakes you can, and we seen some of the things that went on out there with you, and that's why we wanted to talk to you about it. But on that last run, was it mistakes, or did you just kind of use up the car there, or what happened?
Well, yeah, coming into heartburn turn there, I got in the gas too hard and kicked out the back end, and that really put Richard in the lead. But he's probably the most consistent guy in the league. I think he only made one mistake where me and Larry both ambushed him, but he recovered from that. So, I mean, maybe if I didn't have all my mistakes that I had, which was like asking for a miracle, I might have had a chance. But it's just tough to beat Richard because he's just so consistent and fast to boot. So,
Well, I'll tell you what, you can take some of that practice from tonight and apply it to the truck at Watkins Glen tomorrow and get another shot at it, man.
oh my God, no, I'm traumatized.
Oh, well, we didn't want it to traumatize you, Bert. You had a great run there. Second place, nothing to hold your head down about at a road course.
Yeah, I'm on the podium for the first time in a long time, but I mean, it's kind of a bittersweet moment because I just feel so bad about wrecking so many people's nights. So it is what it is. I'm not going to turn it down. Larry's nipping on my heels in points, so got another one on him tonight.
Yeah, I was looking at that just as you mentioned it. And you're exactly right. But I mean, you got a chance. You got in the top three on the podium and second here tonight, and you were able to get in the post race interview, which gives you the opportunity. And I'm sure those guys tune in and rewatch it, and they'll be able to hear the apology and the sincerity there that we did, Bert.
Yeah, well, I'd rather lose a race than destroy somebody's car. So, I mean, that's my biggest thing is race as clean as I can every week and give people room and stuff. So when I do cause a wreck, I don't like it.
Yeah, completely understandable. And I think that you did a great job on the recovery, and everybody makes mistakes. I mean, we all do that on the racetrack, so I think you're fine there, Bert. Do you have anyone that you want to thank while we got you in the booth here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Pope, um, my second grade math teacher, Mrs. Maylander.
There you go.
But most of all, seriously, you guys, for putting on this event. Bradley, he does a great job of announcing and um, everything you guys do. It's my favorite league. I've run a few others, but they're just not nearly as fun, not nearly as laid back. So I really appreciate everything you guys do.
Man, we appreciate all those comments. That means a lot to us, and that's what we kind of strive for here. And just great run tonight, Bert. And it's great having you in the post race interviews and getting a chance to talk to you, buddy.
I've been
Well,
looking
thank you.
forward to this moment for a long time, Bert. I've been wanting to tell you that watching you this season, massive improvement. I'm really impressed. You've been running top 5, and you're apologizing to guys that you're up there racing with now. That's the thing. You're up there in the top 5, top 3. It's bound to happen when you start running up there with those guys. So don't hang your head down too much, because that sometimes happens when you get up there with them really competitive guys.
Yeah, well, I can go fast until I tear the right front off of it. I do appreciate all the love you were giving me last week. I thought about sending you a card, a thank you card. You were saying some nice things about me last week. Appreciate that. But, I've been up in the chase pretty much every season. I haven't ran them a lot because I've missed races, but my goal was to just try and get top 5s. And, if you can be consistent that way, then you're going to be up there in the end and have a chance in the chase. So a win hopefully comes sooner than later.
10-4 on that, my guy. We appreciate your time. Great run tonight, and congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
Yep, good job there, Bert. Once again,
Thank you.
I think Nation ran off on us, Coop.
He ran off on us. We've got one more. He might be chasing down Larry Dickerson on pit road. He was trying to flag him down this whole time and lost connection, got out of Wi-Fi range. We got Larry Dickerson here in third. You got a copy, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
So we watched a big ambush there through the chicane and 3 wide through the Roval. That was some tight race, and it came down to the very last 15 laps to decide who was going to win this thing. But third place tonight.
Yeah, I will take it because that bus stop situation, when we came on to the oval part going into one, my teammate asked me a question, and I happened to look away for a split second, and I missed a shift too late going to third. So I freaked out and trying to hold Bert off, not paying attention to Richard, and I missed a shift going too late going into fourth, and it got both inside and out. But I had to back off because I didn't want to be like just talked to Richard. I didn't want to be that guy to wreck us going into the bus stop by doing something stupid and we all lose a race.
Well, we had a
But
lot of different instances where mistakes were made. Lap 1, take us through that, where the whole field got bottlenecked and you had to recover.
yeah, that was interesting to say the least. Good, interesting way to start the race and stressful. But going into one, I didn't like starting on the outside because just having that many people that can probably dive bomb you going into turn one and get even further behind the 8 ball. I didn't like that. I want to be on the inside, but I went down in turn one. I saw Bert accidentally make contact with Garrett, and I it was everybody for themselves, I guess you can say after that, because I couldn't turn down because if I turned down, I had my teammate to my inside, and I couldn't go around the outside that good because I had my other teammate starting in front of me. So it was just when I got there, hope there was a hole there and I can drive through it. But when I got there, it was like 3 or 4 cars piled up. I had to come to a stop, and that got me behind the 8 ball, and it was a fight the rest of the race.
Take you back through that. We're going to rewind here real quick and take everybody through what was lap 1. It's been interesting to say the least, but you had all those cars clogging up and you can't see with those walls. It's almost like a funnel effect, a domino effect. But
it was just like I said. I hope when I got on the brakes, I saw I wasn't gonna make it, so I just hopped on the brakes and hoped that I could stop before I plowed into somebody or I plowed into a wall, because you never want to use a fast repair on the first lap of the race, first corner.
No, and it's different strategies on pit road as well, and these different tires, and you had 4 cars spun here. We're watching it right now on the screen, and there's just nowhere to go.
No, and that's another thing. The fuel strategy I thought would play more effect too in it, but it didn't play out like I thought it would. Which either way, a top 3 after I'm so horrible on road courses, I will take any day.
For sure, man, for sure. And the great recovery, and you did a great job out there just minimizing those mistakes. Larry, we appreciate your time. Do you have anybody you'd like to thank for third place tonight?
Absolutely. I want to thank my teammate Dylan. I want to thank my teammate Joe, Josh. We they all had some bad luck tonight. I hate it for our team, but we can always get them next week. Next week's Talladega, which we know how Talladega is. As long as you work together, anything can happen. You always have a chance to win. I want to thank my wife for, she puts up with me yelling at a computer sometimes for hours on end, but she knows what's what I love to do in my free time. I want to thank you for the awesome broadcast you put on every time. I want to thank all the admins for everything they do. And also, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor on the car. Uh, Angelman syndrome is another form of autism. It's hits people differently. I got my buddy who races the late model I work on at the home track. His daughter suffers from it, and I always so it kind of hit close to home for that. And I got a family member with autism, so I want to give a shout out to the Angelman Syndrome Foundation, and if anybody can check it out, it's a great organization. We try every once in a while at the racetrack to raise money for it, and just anything you can do to help be awesome. But yeah, great run. I'll take a third place finish and on to Talladega, and actually on to the road course tomorrow night with y'all guys.
Yeah, Watkins Glen tomorrow night, and we look forward to seeing you there as well.
All right, and y'all have a great night, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.
Appreciate your time, Larry, and you take care, buddy.
You do the same.
Third place finisher, Larry Dickerson. I'm all alone up here in the booth. Shout out to you guys for sticking through it. Roval, tough place, but we got them done. Richard Holland getting it done here tonight. Great recovery for the 31 car. Through your finishing order real quick before we let you go. Twisted Tuesday ARCA Series Checker 1 Manufacturing finishing order coming up on the screen right now. There they are: Richard Holland, Burt Wilson, Larry Dickerson, Michael McCauley, Hal Amy with a 5th place finish tonight. Solid run for him. Dylan Bryant going to bring it home in 6th. Joe Turkle, tough luck for him. He ripped the right front off of it there in the wrong time. 7th place for him. Joshua McKinney, 8th. Then we're going through some cars that had an early exit. Dylan Blankenship in that 5 car going to finish 9th out of the field. Dustin German led some laps, going to round out your top 10. Brian Beach in that 18 machine, tough break for him. 17 car Tommy Hayes put it behind the wall, 42 laps down, going to be 12th. Chad Meadows 13th, 14th. Garrett Helmlinger, fast car, started on the pole. It's a shame he didn't get to put it out there tonight. 12 car Cody Williams disconnected, and then we have Tommy Cristiano, who also DC'd before the grid. It's been another great opportunity to bring you some live flag-to-flag coverage here at WFO Racing Network. We appreciate your time. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, be a part of the YouTube, get all the notifications when we go live. We'll be racing tomorrow night. Wicked Wednesday Truck Series at Watkins Glen, the Village Idiots. Vern Bradley, Nation 01, will be broadcasting that for you. Bradley Cooper, Vern Bradley, Nation 01 tonight. We're signing off. We appreciate your time. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Racing, it's in our blood. From the No Limits of Texas, with the high-speed banks at Daytona.
I mean, nobody's going to catch that 3 truck of Hal Amy.
as he takes it.
And the drop of the green flag. It's a green flag pit stops. It's in their DNA. We live for it. There's 7 nights in a week. And only one night matters to us. The moment to prove that we're the best. Laying down an entire season. Pushing the limits. We're made for it. Bumper, Artie Peterson out to the lead. Glenn Jamison's pushing hard now. Garrett behind him. Top 5 could throw a blanket over it. Artie's going to drop down to the inside. 10 car's going to start pushing. These guys are getting a little dicey back in 5th and 6th place. Little contact between the 14 and the 70. 63, 3 wide in the front.